Welcome to Talking Greatness. I am your host, J.O. Staxx. I have my my son here, Mr. Beary Daniels, in the building.
I don't know my dad. I just met him. Actually.
I know. It's been a long...
Now I'm on his podcast.
Yes, exactly. It's we're moving pretty quickly with our relationship.
There you go.
So, you know us. You know that we're fucking brothers.
For life, my man.
So, this past month, we did a video called Down on Tracks.
You're right.
Which is interesting because 5 years ago, you had a life-changing moment.
Life-changing, man. It was
Tell me about it.
fucking insane. And honestly, so a lot of critics would say different, but November 13th, 2012, my best friend, Dalton Paralat, shout out. I know he's going to be watching. Paralat, he's a motherfucking sick hands guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sick as hands. Anyway. So we're going, hey, and we're gonna go pick up Buddy. We're gonna watch our boys Ross and Dodney. You know, actually, speaking of Dawson, my one of our good friends, right, just signed with the New York Rangers. So congrats, buddy. That's fucking awesome.
Big things.
Big things, man. Saskatoon boy, Montgomery, fucking guy. Saskatoon or New York Rangers. Good for you, my man. So Dalton and I, we're picking up we're gonna go pick up our buddy and fucking. Dalton says turn around, right? He's like, fuck it, we'll get him later. You know, so we're going to go pick up another good buddy and we're going to go watch the game, right? So we do a UE and we're on Montgomery and Fairhaven there. So I did a UE at the four-way stop if, you know, local Saskatoon people know where that's at, right? So we go and, did the UE and we just were talking. It's weird. And when I bring this up, I'm not going to say too much, but whenever we're just saying some crazy ass shit, we're talking, we're dreaming. You know, he's telling me, bro, you're going to succeed. Bro, I believe in you. He's been there since day one, before I even rap.
Yeah.
Before he even knew I could rap. He was one of the first listeners, you know what I mean? So when that whole happened, he was just fuck it, whatever. Bang. We're literally, man, we're 4 seconds away from the tracks, maybe. The lights go on. The lights literally go on, and I don't know. It's hard to explain because, I'll tell you why in a sec, but when those lights went on, I pushed on my brakes and he was on the phone and he said stop. He used to yell and stop. So when I pushed on the brakes, that's it. It was November 13th. There was snow. There was fucking just ice everywhere and we slid, man. And I'm getting a little bit emotional talking about it. It fucks me up still.
Of course, man. That's a big life-changing thing.
When he screamed for his fucking life, man. Stop. You know, it's bang. Then it hits. You see the three lights, 1, 2, 3. Bang. It hits you. And then right when that train hit me, we're going, bro. It's a fucking, I'm at the fair. It was a fucking roller coaster. I was conscious. We were both conscious. Not one of us got knocked out. You're going on this train. And I just kept saying, I love you, bro. I love you. That's all I said. And you can't even speak. I couldn't even say it really because it's going up and then down, you know, on one of those rides and you can't. You're right. And my whole life flash, I thought about my sisters, my mom, you know what I mean? They're so important.
That's the one thing I want to say is that it was crazy because I know when we did the video, like you said, we shot that video together, even though it was very simplistic on the iPhone, but to go to that specific area where you had this accident, honestly, we got there. We were there for what, 10 minutes? 10 minutes. The specific train.
And I literally said, fuck, man, I wish these lights would just flash right now. Fuck, I don't think there's going to be a train coming. As soon as I said that, ding, 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 ding. Yeah. And I said, Jay, holy fuck. And I hopped out, man, got the iPhone. Yeah, I recorded the video on iPhone, by the way.
Exactly. So Apple, if you're watching this, the last Beary D video was all on the iPhone 7. So
then I hopped out ASAP, put the camera on, got a quick shot, whatever, and then we started doing our thing. And then we came back later when it snowed, got everything else because I wanted that empty street kind of fall style where before you know what I mean. And then it happened when there was snow, but I wanted to just be creative and just do something it was no snow, then there's snow, you know. So
the crazy thing is though, said being there, I'm actually honored. I thank you for letting me be a part of that video because it has such a meaningful story for you. That was a life-changing moment.
Right.
And you've been talking that's one of those moments that is really made you focus on being better. So
you know what? And I was already rapping, freestyling at parties and stuff before that. But to me, being an athlete and playing hockey and stuff, that's really all I care about. And then I came to a point in my life where I don't think I'm going anywhere in sports. I want to do something different. Like I know deep down I want to be good at something.
Yeah.
And I was already writing and all that stuff. Like, man, I was 12 years old before any accident, whatever. I was already like, my mom's a teacher and stuff. So like she really like pushed me to be like as educated as possible. You know what I mean? So like she was fantastic. And like she just to see the work that she did, it made me want to write all the time. So we went to this family treatment center growing up, right? Whatever. And, my parents were going through some shit, whatever. I'm not going to get too much in that, but everyone's parents go through some shit. So we ended up going to BC, and that's where it started. I used to listen to Billy Talent, that rock star shit, you know what I mean? I used to listen to all that emo, Green Day, you know what I mean? Amazing artists. And I would write at this camp, man. So then, as it continued, I didn't take it serious. I was just playing hockey. I'm having fun. This Canadian kid, you know what I mean? And boom, that accident happens, and I thought to myself, I'm actually good at what I do, and I know that, but I'm gonna be as humble as I can. But at the same time, I thought like, okay, I'm not meant to be a hockey player. I'm meant to be like a fucking preacher, a teacher, someone who can who's got a voice. You know what I mean? Like, for those who don't.
I just have to drop this. I think I even told you this yesterday, maybe, but there was The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he's out in Vancouver. Beautiful outlook. He's like, hey. Honestly, I love Vancouver because I was playing up I was trying to be a football player. Yeah. So he's playing for the Stampeders. His first game was in Vancouver against the BC Lions, and then he got cut 2 days later.
Right.
So he always thought, he's like, hey, my goal in life is to be a NFL player. He gets cut, boom. Next thing you know it, he's the biggest Hollywood actor of all time, essentially right now. It's one of those things, we can both relate. I think me and you, we are very competitive people. We want to win. We want to be the athletes. Well, but we realize, though, it's like, hey, maybe that's not our role. You take those L's, you realize, okay, that's not our role. Stay in your lane kind of shit, You
know what? Shout out to Deuce Vodka. And the reason why is because Matt Deuce once told me, he said, I'm working on 20 things. And he said, if one of those fail, at least I got 19 left.
Boom.
And you know what? One of those things, like just words like that, it motivates you. You know what? It doesn't matter if you're an athlete, if you're from the hood, struggle, or if you're rich, whatever it is. At the end of the day,
one idea can change the game.
It's an idea. Anybody can do it, and I inspire, and I want people to do it. It's man, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about my life too much, but I just want to say like. You came from nothing as well, you know what I mean? Like just like everybody else, and I encourage to not only everybody, but especially Indigenous kids. You know what I mean? Like youth, and I want them to know like, it's possible. We have
so many opportunities available to me. Like I'll be one of those people. Like when it comes to the Aboriginal side of things,
right?
There is so many opportunities. Like there's tax-free shit, paying for your education. There's so many opportunities, but no one truly understands what we can take advantage of. Even grants when it comes to musicians.
You can't blame them though. You can't. Just because he's I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. They need someone that they can listen to and trust. Because like at the end of the day, I'm where I'm at because people around me were like, you can do that. You're good at what you do. You're blah blah blah. Yeah. And I believed in them. But a lot of people don't believe in what the good things that people say to them. They're like, no way, because they still, you know what I mean. So it's like you got to keep going and like. And I want the youth to understand that you can be whatever the fuck you want because truthfully,
100%.
Your parents, your friends, everyone's gonna tell you that you can't be, and it's not that Gary V shit. It's that Beary D shit. You know what I mean? So we up on there, and I just want everybody. Shit. I want everybody to understand that it doesn't matter where you're from. Just do what you love. Okay. Fail and not.
Cheers that.
Yeah, cheers, my man.
To the Beary D shit. I like that.
Shout out Gary Vee though, very smart man. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's when that accident happened, it completely changed my life and my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just take everything so serious now. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't at the same time. At the same time, I don't. I'm trying to enjoy it, but be serious about it.
It's one of those things where like I can say that like it was trippy for me because like I haven't gone. Like I can say like I've had a pretty simple life.
Right.
So, like for me to like be with you going through like you went through a traumatic life experience. Like it was actually a life or death situation.
You're right. It's
And to actually, like, when we went there, so we shot this video. He said it was simple, an iPhone, but to be there with you at the spot you could have died at was actually a very, like, it was, I don't know how to describe it.
We would never be here having this conversation.
Exactly. And I'm actually said, I'm truly honored to be able to be a part of that process with you, my brother.
Thank you so much. And honestly, like, everyone that's listening and stuff, I met J.O. through like some family stuff and stuff, and he was instantly in the business and he was into my music, and he reached out to me and we contacted, and because of him, you know, he's my manager now. He's my agent. He's like, he does things for other artists in the city. He's, you know, he's working for all of us, and he's really creating a path. So when you go to LA, my brother, you really did it for Bridge City, baby, YXC, and you got you and Chi. Yeah. Shout out to Chi, first guy.
And just for the record,
let's do it. You know,
just we got Dilly behind the camera right there. So Dilly, LA ups. Shawnee's in the building too. But
Shawnee, the motherfucker.
It's I'll say this.
He'll literally fuck your mothers.
I'll always say this. Is that I am a man of the universe, and we have our paths have met for that specific reason. Like the people in this boardroom right now, like Dilly. So I remember 13 years old. I met you, man.
Only 13.
Yeah.
13 years old.
And then we link up with everybody, man. It's just the power of the universe. It's just something you can't deny, and then you got to roll with it, man.
Speaking of the universe, and anyone can take this how they want it. You know what? I ain't stomping on anyone's beliefs, but the universe, when you think of something, like when you just deep down think, and you just think that it's gonna happen, or you do it, it's gonna happen, man. It literally will. It's the thing, like. A lot of people, they just go with the flow. They don't really know what the fuck's going on. But if you just sit there and think, I want this, I want that, you're gonna have it.
That's my life.
So if you think like if someone's like fucking betraying you or like just fucking with you and shit, and you feel that, it's happening. It's literally happening because you feel it. And then if you think like fuck no, they're in love with me, they love it, and then it's like that's it's.
Think about this though. How many times you like went against your gut? Like you're like, hey, you have that feeling like I shouldn't do this.
Probably 90% of the time.
Exactly, and they're like, hey, then you're like, fuck, you override it, and you're like, it was a wrong decision.
Fuck man, you
gotta trust your gut 100% of the time, man.
And sometimes I don't because my gut is usually calling for food, and I'm like, I'm like, fuck.
Candies.
I'm like, fuck, no, I don't need Tim's, but it's like my gut's like, yeah, you do. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna follow my gut because I believe that shit. You know what I mean? So,
candies, cookies, and chicken.
Yeah. So, but no, man, you're absolutely right. It's if you have that feeling, don't do it. But honestly, like I've learned lots in this industry and like the music stuff so far, and I'm still a rookie at it. But the one thing I knew is like that you can't expect everything. You really got to work And the thing is that, you go up and you think, people think you're dope and all that, and that you're going to get a handout because they think you're dope. But no, that's not how it works. They think you're dope because they know you're hustling. So if you're hustling, then they want to work with you. But if they think you're dope and you're not hustling, you know what I mean? It's like, why the fuck do they deal with you?
Best thing, man, you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
If you're putting out work, then it's people will follow it.
And I learned that, you know what? And I want everyone to know, like, fuck, when I recorded Bridge City, I reached out to Dilly Bad. No one's really actually heard this story. And Dilly Bad, like I was in the gym. I was from Warman, from living my homie bowling back. Fucking shout out Bacon. You know what I mean? That fucking guy.
Back home.
Yeah. So I'm at the gym. We're pumping. Me, him, and Fids, and we're fucking going in. Dilly Bad. I barely knew him, but I knew his work. I knew how hard it was, and I knew what I wanted. And I said, you know what? He's the only guy that's gonna give me an opportunity because everyone else in the city, I don't feel like has the skill or the talent like he did. That's how I felt. So then I left. So then I went up to him. I said, hey, any way I can contact you? Like, hey, I know you probably get it a lot. You know what I mean? I was like kind of fan struck at the same time, but also trying to be a businessman. And he said, hey, Barry, there's business cards on the wall there in the fucking gym. I said, holy shit. I was like, damn, this guy's serious. He's like, on the wall, you grab that card, brother. He's like, call me as soon as you grab it. He's like, and we'll work. He's like, I'm just going to finish this workout. I don't really talk business working out. He's like, but grab that card and we'll talk. Yeah. So I left him, done my workout. He answered fucking like 2 rings, literally 2 rings. Hey, Dilly Bad. Well, he was on the phone and then whatever, it doesn't matter. I left a message. He called me back ASAP. So a couple days later, Bridge City was done. It was fucking ready to go. And I said, hey, I have this song. I want to show you this. I gave him my first EP. And it's actually funny because he never even fucking played it for like 6 months later. He put it in later. He's like, yeah, I'll just have it because like, you know, I get it.
Just for the record,
I wasn't even
Dilly
offended.
is trying to dispute that
Yeah.
behind the camera, but
True, he's no.
No, that's what happened. And then
In the package, in the actual
yeah,
package.
in the actual package, he didn't even open it for like that much. And I wasn't offended. I got it.
Yeah.
I get it because if I was where he was at, I would have been like, I'll do it when I'm ready. Like
Exactly.
I'm busy. It was nothing personal. I get it. So, you know, whatever. So then his homie Dallison, shout out Dallison, man. Fuck, we're in the studio, right? Dallison's just visiting, man. He's a fucking good guy. But anyway, we're chilling and all of a sudden, Bridge City, come along for the ride. North side, west side, east side, south side, right? All of a sudden, Dilly, pause it. Yo, I want in. I want in. He like, I didn't even spit my verse yet. The hook was just going, and he's like, I want in. He's like, I don't even know you, fucking whatever. He's like, I want on the song. And I said, fucking right. It's like, I'm a fan of Dilly Bad. Like, I know we're gonna be friends. Like, you know what I mean? That's my whole intention.
Yeah.
Be his fucking homie. You know what I mean? Because that's how it works. Anyway, he hops in, freestyles the whole verse. Yeah, he fucking freestyled that verse, you guys. And I wrote the whole song, but when he hopped in, he did that in literally fucking 20 minutes, bro? Yeah, 20 fucking minutes, man.
Okay, let's just go on like on this last weekend. So basically,
Yeah.
we had a great weekend. Yesterday we were at the Respect Element show. Beary
Shout out
D.
Sequel, Evan.
It was
Thompson.
actually honestly
Let him know what happened.
every time I talk to artists in Saskatoon on this podcast, like Sequel is a guy who comes up with like much respect. So it was actually trippy. Said me and Dilly rolled up because obviously we're supporting our boy at Beary D here, and then I end up judging the battles. Dilly was the surprise battler, and they put him up against Gemstar, who was the defending champ.
Fucking shout out Costco boy. Get Jetstar, you motherfucker. He's dope. He's fucking.
He is, but then it's like
I don't see him at Costco. Fucking no disrespect, but I'll come eat with you at lunch, brother. That shit's fucking dope, man.
But it was actually
Yeah.
you
I love
killed
that
it.
kid,
You
yeah.
killed it, man.
Thanks,
Like
man.
it was
Thanks.
it was dope too because they tried putting you guys against each other first round. No, it was the second round, right?
When I heard that, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like first round, I was like, "I'm
And
not
like-
going with my best friend." I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Say before.
and we're like, yeah, we were like, hey,
Dilly was a mystery rap.
Dilly was like, hey, would be funny if they put us against each other.
It would be, but we'd have to be very
Honestly, though,
ruthless.
no.
Yeah.
For all the listeners right now,
Yeah.
honestly, when you guys before we went into the venue, we were in the car chilling.
Yeah.
You guys were battling against, like preparing,
Yeah.
practicing. You got your guys'
So
fucking
funny, yeah.
battles against each other. Hype, like the best raps I've ever heard.
So listen to this, guys.
So honestly, it would have been hype. It would have been so hype. But it's like, hey, the people are there. You know, it's like
This is funny because literally that whole night, like, you know, everyone's watched 8 Mile. It's fucking like the best movie ever,
Yeah.
right? And that's literally what it was like. Everyone's calling my fucking name. They're like, Barry, right? And then
remember we didn't redo our shoot on the Snapchat.
we should have.
We should have, man.
That
Okay,
was cool. Tell them that story. Tell them.
We're at Snapchat, my brother. Okay, we're at this place getting ready. You know, there's that one scene in 8 Mile where he's like,
Shook Ones, Mob Deep's.
yeah, he's looking in the mirror and he's like, what did he say? What did he say?
This buddy in the background, and he goes, hurry the fuck up. And M goes, hold on a fucking minute.
We had it. It was so hype.
Yeah.
But then Barry's fucking phone died.
And then my phone got all fucking glitched out and like whatever. But yeah, man, like last night was fantastic, man. I
Yeah.
had so much fun and you know what? Shout out to the guys that won and stuff. You know, it was fun. Thanks to everyone that came out. It was unreal. Great experience.
Yeah, it's a different experience though, because like I said, as a judge, I was trying to be as non-biased as I could be.
I respect that because like my manager is
Yeah.
the fucking judge.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna win. But no, you got to respect the fact that J.O. like literally he judged it based on how he actually feels and
Yeah.
and it had nothing to do with politics. So I did take the L and shout out to whoever Hypnotic.
You took a dub though.
Yeah.
Like,
I did take
killed-
it up, yeah.
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 It was I wish we could remember the Paul Correa line though.
Oh, that Paul Correa.
That's what took that first round, man. That was hype.
That was a cool line. I wish it would.
Toolkit. What about the toolkit line?
Oh.
No, he had
It's like he came from work. His clothes don't even fit. Where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck's your toolkit? I was like, man, this guy's work boots are way too clean. He just way fucking shined them up before he battled. I was like, no way, that's insane.
But yeah, it was a great night, and it's a lot of respect to people who are doing what they're doing. Like again, I can always say sequel, much props.
You know, I want to tell you guys a quick story about Sequel. Actually, before I met Dillybat, before I met Dillybat, I went over. Sequel recorded my first EP. Literally, yeah, that's it. Man, fucking without him, I wouldn't be where I am. And so shout out to Sequel. Thank you so much. He gave me the opportunity.
So again, it's like the power of the universe. It's we always end up where we need to be when we need to be there.
You're right.
We all know each other because of those specific reasons, and I think Dilly is gonna.
Shout out to Entourage. Beary Daniels. The album is coming out on February 2nd. We're going for February 2nd. It's called Flustered. All right. I'll see you guys then. But for now, we're gonna drop some shit this week, and peace.
Yeah. On that note, this is Talking Greatness. This is the first episode we've done it this style. I'm not going to go into the specifics because it is what it is. We got Dillybat behind the camera. We got Shanye West over there. This is Talking Greatness. I'm Staxx, and this is Beary Mother Frickin' Daniels.
Beary D, bitch.